There's a habit so silent, so invisible, that most people practice it every single day without even knowing it exists. It doesn't show up on your bank statement. It doesn't announce itself. But it's the reason why 99% of people will never escape the cycle they are stuck in. And the terrifying part, you probably did it 3 times already today. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will change how you see your entire life. Let me tell you about someone named Marcus. Marcus works a stable job. He makes decent money. He's not broke, but he's not thriving either. Every morning, Marcus wakes up at 7 a.m., scrolls through his phone for 30 minutes, rushes to work, and spends his evenings watching videos until he falls asleep. He tells himself he's tired. He tells himself he will start tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. What Marcus doesn't realize is that he's practicing the one habit that keeps people trapped forever. It's called delay behavior. But this isn't about procrastination in the way you think. It's deeper. It's about delaying the version of yourself you're supposed to become. Most people don't delay tasks. They delay transformation. They delay discomfort. They delay the life that's waiting for them on the other side of fear. Marcus isn't lazy. He's comfortable. And comfort is the most expensive thing you will ever pay for, because it costs you your potential. Think about it. Every time you say, "I will start on Monday," you are not just postponing a task. You are training your brain to believe that your current self is acceptable. You are reinforcing the identity of someone who waits. And the mind, it listens. It adapts. It becomes what you repeatedly tell it to be. Now let's go deeper. There's a second layer to this habit that almost no one talks about. It's called comfort seeking in disguise. Imagine a woman named Elena. She dreams of starting her own business. She's talented, creative, and has ideas that could genuinely work. But every time she gets close to taking action, she finds something else to do. She reorganizes her room. She researches for hours, but never executes. She watches motivational videos, but never moves. Elena thinks she's being productive. But she's not. She's seeking the feeling of progress without the risk of failure. And this is where most people lose the game. They confuse motion with action. They confuse planning with doing. They confuse learning with becoming. Here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. Comfort isn't just about being lazy on the couch. Comfort is any behavior that lets you avoid the version of yourself that requires courage. Watching one more tutorial instead of starting. That's comfort. Waiting until you feel ready. That's comfort. Telling yourself you need more time. That's comfort wearing a mask. The wealthy, the successful, the ones who break free, they don't wait until they are ready. They act while they are afraid. They build while they are uncertain. They move when everything inside them screams to stay still. Because they understand something that 99% of people never will. The habit of delaying discomfort doesn't just keep you where you are. It moves you backward. Because while you are standing still, time is moving forward. And every day you delay, the gap between who you are and who you could be gets wider. Let me tell you about someone who figured this out. His name is David Goggins. If you don't know his story, listen carefully. Goggins grew up in poverty and abuse. He was overweight, depressed, and working a dead-end job spraying for cockroaches. He was stuck. But one night, he saw a documentary about Navy SEALs, and something inside him shifted. He didn't wait to feel motivated. He didn't wait until Monday. He didn't wait until he lost weight or felt confident. He acted immediately. He started running that same night, even though he could barely make it down the street. He applied to the military even though he was nowhere near qualified. He failed over and over again, but he kept moving. Here's what Goggins understood that most people don't. The habit that keeps people poor isn't just financial. It's psychological. It's the habit of waiting for permission, waiting for the right moment, waiting for circumstances to be perfect. But perfect never comes. And while you're waiting, life is passing you by. Goggins became one of the toughest men on the planet, not because he was born special, but because he refused to delay his transformation. He chose discomfort over comfort. He chose action over planning. He chose becoming over waiting. And that single decision changed everything. Now think about your own life. How many times have you had an idea, a dream, a vision of something better, but you told yourself not yet? How many versions of yourself have you delayed? How many opportunities have you let slip because you were waiting to feel ready? The people who win in life aren't smarter. They are not luckier. They are not more talented. They are just the ones who stopped delaying. They are the ones who train themselves to act before they feel ready. They are the ones who built the habit of immediate movement. So here's the powerful truth I promised you. The one habit that keeps 99% of people poor isn't about money. It's about identity. Every time you delay action, you are casting a vote for the person you currently are. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you are telling the universe, this version of me is enough. But it's not. And deep down, you know it's not. That's why you feel restless. That's why you watch videos like this. That's why something inside you keeps whispering that there's more. The wealthy don't have a secret bank account their parents gave them. The successful don't have a magic formula. What they have is a trained behavior. They have trained themselves to act in the face of fear, to move despite uncertainty, to become before they feel ready. And here's the beautiful part. You can train this too, starting today, right now, this very moment. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect circumstances. You just need to break the habit of delay and replace it with the habit of immediate, imperfect action. So let me leave you with this. If you take nothing else from this video, remember this one thing. Your life will not change when you feel ready. It will change when you decide to move anyway. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't filled with more information. It's filled with action. Messy, uncomfortable, imperfect action. Stop waiting for Monday. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Because while you are waiting, someone else with half your talent and twice your courage is building the life you are dreaming about. The habit that keeps people poor is delay. The habit that sets people free is decision. Decide today. Act today. Become today. Because the version of yourself that you are delaying, that person is waiting for you. And they have been waiting long enough. Your move.